So, guys, how to use the oil. Inside there you have a bearing. You take the bottle and you move it around the bearing, so you got kind of oil all over it. You leave it like that, let it just be for now. And even if you have a line on your reel, doesn't matter, you don't have to clean the bearings or anything. Take out that, you put the oil all around the bearing and over the whole bearing, or you put it inside there around the walls and one drop inside there, and you kind of let it be like that for a while. You could even put it back like this, upside down, and put on the lid like upside down. Now the oil is still getting into the bearing, and you take this off and you put a drop in there. You put the cap on again and you leave the spool like this for like 5 minutes. You could even false cast. You could even cast holding the rod like this, spooling it in like this. So you're using the bearing, letting the oil get into the bearings few times, and then you're just casting the reel as it was, as your brake setting was, and you just cast it like 10-15 times. I think 10 is enough, just so the oil sets, gets everywhere it needs to be. And then you just put the brake on 0 and you adjust your lure. And this is something you need to do every time you change lures. You need to set the bait brake, as I call it, because this is the only brake you have now. This is on 0, this doesn't exist, you don't use that at all. This is your brake, and it needs to be like that. You need to kind of bounce the rod a bit for it to go down. That is kind of the perfect setup. And then you start casting. In the beginning, well, a bit carefully, just take it easy. If you have like a 200, 300 reel, maybe even 150 reel, you don't thumb at all. You just cast very carefully without thumbing, and you cast further and further, more power, more and more power. And then you see that it's really working. Then you can punch it, man. Cast 20-30 meters longer than you ever done. But if you have like a bait caster, you need to thumb it. You need to use your thumb. But what you don't get is overspinning, bird's nest. Because it doesn't overspin in the beginning of a cast or in the middle of the casting as it normally does. It's only when it's landing. Because that lure weight has gathered a lot of momentum, speed, that transfer into the spool that goes like woo, fast. And if that stops, the spool continues to go fast. So you need to thumb it, to stop it. So I got a bit of a wind in my face here. It's just ridiculous, man. Not even the wind. It is so incredibly crazy good. And okay, I've seen guys casting BFS rods, overhand casting quite far. Well, it looks far because they're using like these GoPro cameras, fisheye cameras that looks like you're casting 40 meters when it goes 15. Yeah? But then now and then they get this overspooling and they start to mess with that bird's nest. But with my oil you don't need that anymore. So yeah guys, contact me down on the comments. We go to Facebook or WhatsApp, whatever. I can ship to US, I can ship to the whole world, but you need PayPal. And in Sweden you need Swish. So just contact me wherever you are. That bottle into US with shipping, it's gonna cost you 30 quid. So guys, awesomeness begins. Take care.